To our University President, Dr. Caroline Marian S. Enriquez, to our beloved Basic Education Administrator, Mr. Rafael Vicente Enriquez, our tireless Principal, Mr. Barry H. Dio, to our entire team of Center for Guidance Services in Research Development and Innovation, to my esteemed co-coordinators, basic education faculty members and staff, and most importantly, to our students, parents, and guardians that are tuning in right now. A pleasant morning to all of you. I am Lynette Grace G. Saguban, and I will be your host for today's event. And in behalf of our department, I wish that all of you are physically and emotionally ready for the upcoming school year 2020-2021. The new normal has created a huge shift in our daily lives. A lot of us are still reeling at the impact of this pandemic, even though 5 months have passed. But change is and always will be a part of our lives. What's important is to practice resilience and try to adapt to the changes that we are in right now. We have to accept this new reality and try to arrange our lives around it. And despite of these challenges, we cannot let the situation stagnate our children's education. After all, we have to dance to the ever-changing tunes of the times. Today's orientation won't be like the others, okay, because you are going to be in the comfort of your own homes. And just a few reminders, if you take a look at the bottom of your screen, you are going to see there a Q&A box. And if you have any questions or any comments, all you have to do is type them in there. And those questions is going to be answered either live or by our panelists within the Q&A box. Okay, so without further ado, let us start off this orientation. Okay, so let us start and let us know our institution a little better, as well as the people behind its success and the driving philosophy that pushes us further towards a path of excellence. And may I call on our principal, Mr. Barry H. Dio, to present the basic education vision and mission, its core values, as well as its board of trustees.
Good morning, everyone. Before I introduce to you the Basic Education Department um, organization, I'd like you to watch the video of our dear administrators and board of trustees. Thank you. So, as you have seen in the presentations, the university focuses on the development of its learners to become holistically developed. Also, the university shapes its learners in different aspects of life, in intellect, in talent and skills, and in characters. Through innovative learning strategies, focus on strong and updated academic foundation with enhanced industry skills experience, a graduate of Our Lady of Fatima University is expected to be an achiever in the community and in the workplace. So students, we expect you to achieve despite the situations that we are all in right now. I know that you are limitless and capable to do that. At this moment, let me share the Basic Education Department vision and mission. We envision ourselves to be the school of choice for person-centered preparatory, primary, and secondary education. In here, I'd like to highlight the word person-centered because the department is focusing on the development of each learner to attain their highest potential. In the next slide, also, the department is committed to provide quality and humane teaching and learning activities for the holistic development of students. We mentor, we guide and inspire learners in shaping their skills, intelligences, and behavior to achieve their fullest potential as local and global citizens. We are committed to form intelligent, skillful, and value-oriented individuals. And I know that my students in Our Lady of Fatima University Basic Education Department, Valenzuela, are really smart and talented, and there is nothing that you cannot achieve. I also urge you to imbibe this vision and mission in your hearts. This time, I'd like to introduce to you, aside from the Board of Trustees that you have watched earlier, the this time we will be able to see the Basic Education Department, Valenzuela administrators, coordinators, teachers, and staff. They are the ones who will help you and guide you in your journey during the school year 2020 to 2021. So without further ado, please watch this.
Okay, so there you have it. You are now familiar with the Board of Trustees as well as the roster of teachers that is going to be handling your schooling and the responsibilities of teaching you this school year. Also, there are the most important people that is going to be helping you along in your academic journey. Okay, and now let's proceed to the next part of this orientation. The new normal has reshaped the whole academic landscape, not just in the process of teaching, but also in the way we conduct our activities. Here to discuss the academic policies to be followed in the incoming school year is our academic coordinator, Mr. Robert Aldrin G. Bautista.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our students and parents orientation. Allow me to present to you or share with you our academic policies for the school year 2020-2021. Let's begin with let's begin with the grading system. Our grading system is based on the DepEd Order number 8, series of 2015, entitled Policy Guidelines on Classroom Assessment for the K-12 Basic Education Program, wherein kindergarten uses checklists and anecdotal records together with the numerical grades, while the learners from grades 1 to 12 are graded based on the following. We have the written work, performance task, and quarterly assessment. And these three are given specific percentage rates that vary according to the nature of learning area, wherein the subjects languages, araling panlipunan, and ESP are given 30% for the written works, 50% for the performance task, and 20% for the quarterly assessment, while the subject mathematics and science are given 40% for written work, 40% for the performance task, and 20% for the quarterly assessment. And for the subjects music, arts, physical education and health or MAPE and TLE are given 20% for the written work, 60% for the performance task, and 20% for the quarterly assessment. On the other hand, written work component ensures that students are able to express skills and concepts in written form. Written work may include the following. We have the unit test, quizzes, assignments, essays, written reports, and other written outputs. Just to take note, quizzes and unit tests will be given through Canvas. In order to improve the implementation, the questions will be given randomly with scrambled choices in a time-bounded mode. While performance task component allows learners to show what they know and are able to do in diverse ways. They may create or innovate product or do performance-based tasks. Performance-based tasks may include the following: skill demonstrations, group presentations, oral work, multimedia presentation, and research projects. Again, performance tasks can be submitted in a form of narrative, sending pictures of the product, or filming a video and sending it to Canvas, Google Drive, or through email. Rubrics should be given in advance and schedule of submission must always be observed. And for our quarterly assessment, it measures students' learning at the end of the quarter. This may be in the form of objective test or performance-based assessment. Like unit tests and quizzes, major exams will be given online through Canvas. But an in-school setting during the implementation of blended learning, Schedules with the observance of social distancing will be given prior to the date of exams. Next is the examination policy. Our examination policy has a definite schedule of examination is always observed. The schedule will be announced 2 weeks prior, and all students are required to settle their account and secure the clearance a week before the examination. And all promissory notes are subject for the approval of the accounting administrative office not later than 3 days before the scheduled date of the examination. And students who failed to take the scheduled quarterly exam will be required to apply for the special test with the academic coordinator. He or she must present the examination permit before taking the test. Only those with justifiable reasons may be given the special test. And now, let's move to selection of honors. Our selection of honors is also based in the DepEd order number 74 series of 2012 entitled Guidelines on the Selection of Honor Pupils and Students of grades 1 to 10 for the K to 12 basic education curriculum, wherein the award for the academic excellence within the quarter is given to the learners from grades 1 to 10 who have attained, take note, who have attained an average of at least 90 and passed all learning areas. And then the average grade per quarter is reported as a whole number following the DepEd order number 8 series of 2015. And below shows the specific academic excellence award given to the learners who meet the following cutoff grades. First, letter A, with highest honors or may pinakamataas na karangalan, is awarded to the pupils and students with an average grade per quarter of between 98 to 100% and a conduct grade of A. Letter B, with high honors or may mataas na karangalan, is awarded to the pupils and students with an average grade per quarter of between 95%, 95 to 97%, and a conduct grade of A. And last, with honors or may karangalan, is awarded to the pupils and students with an average grade per quarter of between 90 to 94% and a conduct grade of A. And take note, all candidates for honors must be of good moral character and have not been subjected to any disciplinary action within the current school year as stated in the DepEd Order 74 series of 2012. And we also give special awards in academic disciplines such as in mathematics, science, and English, and also special curricular areas such as sports, the arts, and the leadership are also given to the students. Just take note the important reminders. The selection of honor students is based on the DepEd Order number 74, series of 2012. The standard for determining academic excellence awardees shall be applied for all year levels and shall be likewise be applied to the graduating students. And then the general procedure is followed to determine the following: with honors, with high honors, and with highest honors for the graduation. And last, for remediation, our remediation is under the DepEd Order number 8 series of 2015. Again entitled Policy Guidelines on Classroom Assessment for the K-12 Basic Education Program, wherein for grades 1 to 10, a learner who did not meet expectations in at most 2 learning areas must take remedial classes. And remedial classes are conducted after the final grades have been computed. and then the learner must pass the remedial classes to be promoted to the next grade level. Otherwise, the learner is retained in the same grade level. And lastly, for the reminders on projects, projects are included in the performance task. Giving of projects will not interfere with the schedule of the periodical examinations, and all project requirements as well as the materials will be announced by the subject teachers ahead of time. Thank you. Thank you very much. And good morning.
Okay, thank you very much, Sir Robert, for enlightening us with the academic policies to be followed for the upcoming school year. Okay, and now a new school year is about to start in a matter of days. But before we greet the new school year hello, let's take a walk along memory lane and revisit the achievements we earned in the previous school year. Here is our student activities coordinator, Mr. Dency Olasiman, to report on the basic education accomplishments for the school year 2020 of 2019-2020. All right. Good morning, Sir Dens.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. All right. A pleasant morning to everyone. Allow me to share with you the Basic Education Department, Valenzuela City Campus, Accomplishment Report for the school year 2019-2020. First, the PQA certification. The PQA is the highest level of national recognition given to organizations in the private and public sectors that excel in quality, productivity, and business performance. Having earned the PQA recognition for proficiency in quality management, all of you is considered as a level 2 PQA recognition. All of you is named for its organizational execution. The OLFU bed was able to undergo a successful ESC recertification. The program helped not only in our institution but also to the students. The IA Head program of the Basic Education Department, in partnership with the different colleges of Our Lady of Fatima University, will surely help students to know what profession they wanted to pursue in the future. The iHead program is an avenue for the students to experience the basic animation program, dishwashing liquid making, basic medical understanding, and more. The Lady of Fatima University Basic Education Department, Valenzuela City Campus, and Oyon Elementary School engaged in a student exchange program last July 15 to 18, 2019. The warm welcome was spearheaded by the Oyon Elementary School principal, Kim Yong-ji. All students enjoyed the various cultural activities such as K-pop classes, fusion food classes, pen talk making, and even a robotics class. They also traveled to some famous attractions like Gyeongbok Gung Palace and Lot World Adventure. Then, teachers and students from Oyen Elementary School were also able to experience the culture and educational setting in the Philippines. Their Lady Fatima University Basic Education Department has signed a partnership with Ambyop High School, a South Korean high school based in Anshong, Gyeonggi-do, South Korea. OLFU was represented by the Basic Education Administrator, Mr. Rafael Vicente S. Enriquez, Principal Mr. Barry H. Vio, and Exchange Program Coordinator Mr. John Louis Alejandro. Last school year, educational field trips were very remarkable to our students because they went to some places that enabled them to open their minds to the importance of the agriculture sector, such as even at such a young age. The virtual graduation ceremony was held last August 11, 2020 via Zoom. This event was also live streamed on Facebook. Next, the Astro Camp. Astro Camp is the first ever activity in the celebration of mathematics and science month. This program was an overnight activity held at the Region 7 covered court. They made a bottled water rocket, explored different telescopes, and more. Next slide. The Grahistolit Crispy 2019. It was the first. It was the first time of the OLFU bed Valenzuela to host Grahistolit Crispy. Different schools in Metro Manila were able to participate in the said event. Congratulations to Our Lady of Fatima University bed Valenzuela. To the next slide. Creative, magic filled, and exciting are the best words to describe our very successful culminating activities. Next, the Council of Student Leaders of Our Lady of Fatima University Basic Education Department, Valenzuela, hosted the first ever leadership seminar. And we have the High School Night. This magical night happened last February 24, 2019 at the Assembly Hall, Rise Tower with the theme Moonlight Masquerade. The department emphasizes and giving so much respect for others regardless of the student's belief, race, social status, and even the current situation that we are facing today. In line with this, we will still continue to celebrate religious occasions like First Friday Masses, Holy Communion, recollections, and even the retreats. A program conducted by the Center for Guidance Services for students to discover and enhance their talents, skills, and capabilities to help them choosing their future careers. Next, the OLFU Basic Education Department, Valenzuela City Campus, does not only do well in academic competition, we can also emerge victorious when it comes to the sports competition. Next, our students have bagged awards in the 7th National Competition of Math Score and Science Olympiad. This event was held at St. Paul College in Dasmariñas, Cavite. Our students took home the following awards: Science Quiz B and Math Quiz B grade 7 and 8 champion. Next, the Cristilit Quiz B. Grade 3 and grade 4, we got the third place. Grade 7 got second place. And the grades 9 to 10, champion. Next, the OLMP bed does not only do well in academic competition, we can also emerge victorious when it comes to the beauty pageant. OLMP Basic Education Department, Valenzuela City Campus, won in different competitions in ISAAL 2019 in celebration of Wanang Wika, where we achieved to be on the top out of 44 registered schools within Metro Manila. Congratulations. The Basic Education Department, in partnership with the PTA Board of Directors, donated goods and medicine for the victims of Taal volcano eruption. Delivery of donations were spearheaded by Mrs. Loida de Dios and Mrs. Anna Alulor. The PTA Board of Directors actively participated in the school activities and in sponsoring our events. And the Basic Education Department, in partnership with the PTA Board of Directors, spearheaded a parenting seminar. It focused on the parenting strategies that can help them cope with the challenges of raising children in this modern time. Those are the achievement report, accomplishment report of the Basic Education Department from Stella City Campus. Once again, I'm Mr. Dan Salatiman, and good morning.
Okay, thank you so much, Sir Olasiman. And I hope all of these accomplishments are going to be repeated in the upcoming school year. Okay, and before we proceed to our next presenter, I just would like to acknowledge the presence of our Basic Education Administrator, Mr. Rafael Vicente Enriquez. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, everyone.
Okay. Okay, so our next panelist will now present the flexible learning experience, which includes the newest offerings of our university. Now let's welcome Mr. Barry H. Dio to explain this. Mr. Barry?
Hi, Ma'am Lynette. And once again, good morning, everyone. I'd like to present to you the programs that we have prepared for the Basic Education Department for school year 2020-2021. The programs aim to provide continuous education to the students despite the challenges that everybody is experiencing right now. Also to offer alternative and creative materials that can support the current educational system in the basic education department. And we are proud to say that we will be providing ones that will help us as we deliver the quality education for the learners. And this year, we lowered the tuition fee, yet we provide good personalized online learning experience for all of you. As you can see in the data, our tuition fee is much lower than other schools, yet we provide the more useful materials such as G Suite and Pandas. Kaya, i-flex mo na because this is school year. We hope that you will be able to receive an awesome field learning experiences. In observance of the guidelines of the new normal, the Basic Education Department will be observing online distance learning until such time that we are permitted to conduct blended learning and face-to-face classes. Moreover, the classes will be divided into two learning sessions, which are synchronous and asynchronous learning sessions. Synchronous learning session is a face-to-face meeting between teachers and students using video conferencing tools. And since the university is subscribed with Canvas, we will be using its integrated video conferencing tool which is the big blue button. However, we can also use Zoom and Google Meet. And the schedule of synchronous learning sessions will be set by the teachers ahead of time. Asynchronous learning session, on the other hand, is a self-paced accomplishment of tasks and activities. Other features of Canvas, such as assignment, discussion, quizzes, and others, will be utilized. Here, activities, rubrics, and date of submission will be announced ahead of time. And in the future, when we are permitted to conduct face-to-face classes, we are going to meet each other again in an on-campus setting. But of course, with the observance of proper health protocol. Now you might ask, Sir Dio, can we also experience to consult and communicate the offices? Definitely yes. It will be explained further later, but the Center for Guidance Services, Learning Resource Center, virtual laboratories, and other offices are open online to serve you. I believe that your experience in Our Lady of Fatima University will definitely be worth it. The university has been producing top-notchers and skilled learners. This also applies in the basic education department. So as we have also engaged our learners in different academic and sports competition, like the one that you've seen earlier. And we have won in the past years, and we are continuously winning. Before I end, I want you to enjoy every single moment you have here in Our Lady of Fatima University. It may not always be smooth sailing, but make sure you also get a hang of the bumpy boat rides. That's all, and happy flexing, students.
Okay, thank you so much, Sir Barry. Okay, and now our next panelist will present the different learning management systems, as well as the web-based instructional materials that will be used in the online distance learning. Let's welcome our language coordinator, Mrs. Mary Ann Mariano. Morning, Ma'am Ann.
Enjoy the perks of becoming or being a Fatimanian with our enjoyable and exciting learning management system and web-based instructional materials that will empower learning through online. Here are the flexible, secured, and easy-to-use tools provided by the university and by our partner company as we continuously provide you the quality education. And now, let me direct first your attention with the video that will be presented on the screen. I am proud to present to you the learning management system of the university, the Canvas.
Hi students, good day. I am from the Elite Center and I'm here to show you how you're going to open your Canvas account. So to start, you have to use your browser, either Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox. In my presentation, I'm going to use Google Chrome. So inside your Google Chrome window, on the address bar, you have to type gmail.com. Then you have to type here your Fatima G Suite account. I will use my Fatima Gmail account wherein domain that I'm using is at fatima.edu.ph. Now, if we're going to use your student account, you have to add the domain student.fatima.edu.ph. So let me continue. I will use my account under the Elite Center. So this is our email. And just click next button. Next is I'm going to have my password. So there you go, student. I am now here inside my Fatima Gmail account. To continue, you have to click the Google Waffle. So you have to scroll down and then look for the Canvas LMS tab or the Canvas LMS icon. So click this one and then you will automatically redirect your Canvas account. So inside your dashboard, you will see all the courses that you are enrolled in. So let us open a sample course. So let's try this one. So in the sample course I have, here I can see the home page. I can view the syllabus. I can view the modules. Wherein inside the modules, I have here the topics organized per week. And of course, I also have my assignments. Now, if we're going to view a sample senior high school course, so let's open a senior high school course. Again, you still have your home page, your syllabus or the course guide for senior high school, the modules, also in the modules, you can see here the ebooks for this specific course. So you have to click this one, Empowerment Technology ebook. So you have to click the PDF copy. Then click Authorize button. Then there you are. You can now view your ebook. So that's how you're going to view and access your Canvas courses.
There you have it. Different features that would give us the online learning environment of a classroom in the comforts of your homes. And I am glad to inform you that we have a world-class and award-winning learning management system that can be used for this school year. Our beloved university knows our need and made sure to provide the best platforms for everyone. And here are the important features of it. We have the homepage, the syllabus, the module, the announcement feature, files, and the BBB conference. Next, we have the G Suite. You can access our Canvas learning management system by logging in your Fatima email account. That would be provided by the university where you can have an unlimited access. The provided G Suite account compromises the following: the Google Classroom, Gmail, the Drive, Google Docs, Slides, Google Forms, Google Sheets, Calendar, Google Chat, and sites for collaboration. We can use our G Suite account first if we want to connect with other people. We can reach our colleagues, classmates, and teachers wherever they are. Second, so we can create and submit outputs. Third, to store files and find what you need instantly. And lastly, to control or manage users, devices, and data securely and easily. OLFU will be utilizing not just Canvas, but also the new LMS of the department, which is the Front Learners. It will serve as one of our e-learning partner that has complete features: the e-lessons, the e-quizzes, and eSchool. It has exciting tools to offer, included in different subjects like mathematics, science, English grammar, Filipino grammatica, araling panlipunan, and MAPE with complete components intended for grades 1 to 10 students. It also has simulation and visualization tools for science and mathematics. Digital experiments and mathematical problems can be done and answered using prompt learners. How exciting, right? So another exciting tools aside from the learning management systems that we have are the different web-based instructional materials. First, we have the Prime Mathematics for grades 1 to 3 pupils. It is a world-class program based on top-performing Singapore, Republic of Korea, and Hong Kong. Second, the Qubits. It engaged the students into hands-on and mind-science activities. Also, an enhancement in computer literacy, comprehension, and critical thinking skills. Lastly is the math score. It has an adaptive math practices and assessments, unlimited worksheets, master-based learning, and real-time team-based game, which is the Edu Fighter. All of those are proven as online web-based programs that provides individualized practice assessment and progress monitoring. All the materials and tools that we have are designed to motivate students to rigorously practice their skills. OWLFUBED is ready to provide you the complete tools that will help you to embrace online learning. Let's have a fun learning experience as we push both to embrace new normal this school year 2020-2021. That's all for my presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Ma'am Mariano. And now let's proceed to the last part of this orientation, which deals with the netiquette and the student services offered this school year. Okay, so I'm pretty sure a lot of you are familiar with the netiquette that was discussed in the training by your teachers. Okay, this is just additional information. Okay, so one of the things is cyberbullying. So of course, we know that cyberbullying is not allowed. Cyberbullying is something that you do online. So you should not do that since our educational system is now done virtually. Okay, another conduct unbecoming of a Fatimanian is cheating in any form. So even though you are doing online schooling now, cheating is still illegal. Okay, and misrepresentation in any form is also illegal. As Sir Dance mentioned in our previous students orientation, you should log in using only your verified Fatima accounts. Okay, so another is not being able to use or manage damaging one's files or using someone else's account or altering any information. Okay, so all of the things that you should log in, it should be your own identity. You should not use someone else's account when you are doing your online schooling. Okay, of course, trolling and spamming are strictly prohibited, as well as sharing access of your Fatima account. Okay, tampering of functionalities and hacking of university databases is also illegal. Okay, and using social media sites or messaging platforms to attack, humiliate, or abuse anyone, which is also the definition of cyberbullying. Okay, so this is already discussed to you by your teachers yesterday, but let's just repeat it. Okay, so in your synchronous sessions, you must log in at least 5 minutes before the designated start of the session. Otherwise, you will be marked as tardy. Okay, and regarding the attire, you are allowed not to wear your uniform, but the full dress down attire must at least cover your shoulders. Okay, so Revealing tops, spaghetti straps, and of course, going shirtless for boys are not allowed. So you must be decent, you must look formal and ready for school, even though you are at home. Okay, so this is also mentioned in your trainings. Every time you enter a video room, you must be able to mute your microphones and only unmute it once your teacher calls your attention or allows you to do so. Okay, so another etiquette to be followed is that if you have an intention to speak or if you want to ask a question, all you have to do is uh, click the raise your hand icon in your Zoom account or in your Google Meet, and then your teacher can acknowledge that, and only then can you unmute your microphone and speak. Okay, this one. This is for our Google Meet and for our Zoom accounts. So, for example, you're having a class, you cannot share your screen without the permission of your teacher. Okay, and you have to tell your teacher first before you share the contents of your screen. Okay, another of which is on chat rooms. So this is what I have seen yesterday. So I have entered training rooms via Zoom, and I have seen some of the students just chat nonsense or sometimes something not related to the topic of the teacher. So you are not allowed to do that. All of the things that must be typed in the chat box has something to do with the topic being discussed. Otherwise, it would be impolite to do so. Okay, so when it comes to the camera, it should be at the shoulder level and your face must be visible at all times. Okay, and also your background is also important. Your background should be at least a plain wall, or it could be the recommended virtual backgrounds that is given by the university. Okay, another thing, during synchronous sessions, you are not allowed to eat, drink, or do other private things. Okay, after all, a synchronous session will not last too long. You are given health breaks, so you can eat and drink during those health breaks. Okay, and those are the basics of the netiquette, and I hope this will be followed in your future synchronous sessions. Okay, and now let's go to the Center for Guidance Services. Okay, so you might be thinking that you will not be sent to the guidance office even though it's an online class, but our guidance counselors are still active online. Okay, and you can always reach them with just one click. Okay, our online guidance services have such programs as online counseling, focus group discussions, which is done via our online platforms like Zoom or Google Meet, orientation programs like this one, as well as disseminating information online. Okay, they still also do career counseling, but this is done virtually, chat sessions, and research and faculty evaluation. Okay, so all of this are just a click away. Okay, and last, we proceed to the Learning Resource Center. Okay, so this is already discussed to you by your teachers, and this is under the topic of the e-library. Okay, the LRC services have the online reference service, which allows the students to connect to the library. Okay, and also the EBSCO host, the Science Direct, and as well as the LRC webpage. Okay, so all you have to do is connect with the LRC using their email address, which is lrc@fatima.edu.ph. Okay, and that concludes my report regarding the netiquette and the student services offered by our basic education department. Okay, so I have seen that a lot of you have chatted in our Q&A chat box, and all of those have been answered by our coordinators and sometimes our faculty members. And if you still have questions, all you have to do is email us at basic_ed@fatima.edu.ph. So again, our inquiries, we are open 24/7 with regards to your questions regarding our institution. Okay, and now let us close this orientation with a closing remark by our administrator, Mr. Rafael Vicente Enriquez.
Good morning, everyone. Are you still able to keep up with the orientation? Um, what we've given you so far is the overall view of how we will be conducting classes this coming school year. Hopefully, I trust that most of you are comfortable at home. I encourage everyone, dear students and parents, to explore Canvas, to explore the G Suite features, and explore the LRC offerings. Things will be very different this school year. For example, if last year, if you want to hang out with your friends, or if you want to hang out with your friends or discuss schoolworks, you can do it face to face last year. But this year, you'll have to use, for example, Zoom or Google Meet, which is built into your G Suite account. And as the host, Miss Lynette, have mentioned, you can contact any one of us if you have any inquiries. We have our emails, we have our chat box. You can reach us on our Facebook page. When we're available, we will answer as soon as we can. I look forward to seeing all of you, whether online or hopefully in 2 years' time, face to face. Without further ado, I greet you good morning, and I hope you've had breakfast.
Okay, thank you, Sir Rocky. And now let us watch a video that encapsulates our plans for the incoming school year.